Almost every modern application and website uses animations. Therefore, this question might come up. Do they increase the usability and the user experience, or why have they become so famous? And this is exactly what I will explain today. I'm your host Chris, and this is the UX Global's podcast. As I've said before the intro, animations might increase the usability and therefore the overall user experience. Let me give you one example. We all know this from especially mobile devices. Every one of us knows the animation when a menu is shown or hidden by clicking a menu button. It would not be such a smooth interaction if the menu was not slided in and slided out again, or the opacity would slowly change from 0 to 100% and back. Obviously, this is not the only animation that makes a system more interactable. Those of you who own an iPhone 10 or later know the bar at the bottom. The moment your phone's display gets on, the bar will swipe up a bit by itself and shows you how the bar should be used. This animation explains the user how to interact with the system while using the system. So the animation replaces the operating instructions as the system guides the user through itself. But this animation is not only important as it guides the users, but also as it draws their attention to the important elements. It can be the bar at the bottom to unlock your phone like explained before, but it can also be interesting for online shop providers. The main purpose of online shops is to sell things. Therefore, the attention needs to be brought to the buttons for adding items to the shopping bag. It is sensible to animate the Add to Basket button when hovering above it, for example, as this awakes positive emotions within users, and they will be more likely to click that button. Once an item gets added to the basket, the user needs to know where the item has gone. So make a tiny animation where your shopping bag is and the user will know where to click once everything is in his or her shopping bag. Animations in general should not be used to make stuff look pretty, but to support user interactions. More on that after today's music break. Alright, before the music break I said that animations are not made to make digital solutions look pretty. They are, however, useful to make systems feel more natural. What I mean by that is that they should not be used wherever you want. Use them if it is sensible, but do not overuse them when you do not need them and they are unnecessary. Animations can make user interfaces more natural. In nature, elements do not jump from one place to another. They slowly accelerate until they reach their maximum speed. Then they move with a certain pace, and in the end, a braking maneuver is performed. And it should be the exact same thing with digital solutions. Let's come back to the very first example. The menu should not simply show up. If the menu button is in the lower right corner and the user clicks on it, it is sensible that the animation begins from there and the menu slides from the lower right corner into the screen and does not simply appear. In addition to that, the animation needs to be related to the user's interaction. It would not be sensible if the menu came from the upper left corner, right? Another aspect plays a very important role. Animations make the user interfaces come alive. Think of anything in the world that is not moving. Those things only exist. A stone, for example. It exists, but it does not move. A tree, an animal, or a human being, however, moves and therefore is alive. Do adapt that to your interfaces and make them become a being and not only something existing. One aspect especially interesting to entrepreneurs is that animations make your solutions more interesting, and you will be ahead of your competition due to the reasons I have explained before. So do invest just a bit more money into your digital solutions and make them animated and therefore alive. That's it for today, and remember, always keep pushing, especially the subscribe button. Have a good one.